I'm Shoestring Jay and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things thrifty, frugal and money saving. Today I just have shot into Lidl on my way back from my cleaning job and I'm not going to the hospital today. Hurrah! So Dad is actually being released today, so I thought I would just take a chance to catch up with myself, get a bit of shopping in. Some of it I'll take to Mum and Dad's because I am going to have to go and help and check out that the carers are doing what they're doing next week, and also we're bridging the gap for the weekend because there are no carers until Monday afternoon. So between us 4 siblings, we're doing a day each. So he's actually getting out today, it's Friday. So delighted. He's not gone yet, but any minute now. I think they're expecting to go about 3 o'clock. So any minute now. So I'm really pleased. It's been a whole month he's been in hospital, and really they've done very little for him except send him slightly gaga and make him depressed. So we want to get him home, look after him. Anyway, because my dad's been in hospital and I've been doing so much hospital visiting, I haven't been eating very healthily. I haven't been cooking very well. I've been eating convenience food. I have been snacking on chocolate. I've been drinking too much wine. I've just generally not been that healthy. So I am turning over a new leaf as of today. I have tried to get the healthiest lot of shopping that I could, and mostly the shops that I do will last 2 weeks. There will be odd bits I have to get, and with this one I haven't bought very much fresh produce because we have produce coming through in the garden. We've got chard, we've got broad beans, we've got courgettes. I hope at some point we'll have runner beans. Tomatoes, they're a bit green at the moment. We've got cucumbers coming in as well, so there's really no point in me buying lots and lots, but I do need some, and I do need fruit, so I have bought that. So I'll show you what I've got anyway. You can see whether you think this is very healthy. I have mentioned before that I am very interested in the approach taken by Tim Spector, who talks about making your gut, the microbiome, a lot healthier and avoiding ultra-processed foods. And ultra-processed foods are pretty much everywhere. I was looking in the supermarket thinking, has this got any ingredients in it that I wouldn't recognise or find in my kitchen? And most things had. So I've tried to avoid those altogether and just be really healthy. I'm going to just make some very simple things as well because I'm still not going to have loads and loads of time. Salads and things like hard-boiled eggs, and I've got some nice cheeses, and I did buy some salmon. I might make a chicken soup even though it's quite hot. I always like that. So those kind of things. I'm just going to go for just easy but flavoursome and healthy food. All the courgettes as well, because I've got some peppers in the fridge, so I'm going to roast up some courgettes and olive oil and garlic and stuff because that's nice to mix with rice or pasta, or just have with some salmon or whatever. So it's good for you, that Mediterranean diet. So yes, so let me show you what I've got anyway. Stop rabbiting on, here we go. So I spent quite a lot today. I mean, I have seen in the paper they said that food prices are going to be coming down. Well, I haven't noticed anything like that happening now. And I think also, you know, if you want to eat things like salmon, as I do occasionally, then you do pay more. So 85. I mean, I think that's quite a lot. So say most of this will be for 2 weeks. I have also stocked up on a lot of kitchen-y stuff, so which obviously don't buy very often. So that will explain why I've spent a bit more. Let's start this end. So we have some cat litter. Normally I just buy this cheap one. It's very heavy. I didn't get a very big trolley, so I thought, oh, let's just get the cheap one for £2.19 and the Kashida one. I actually didn't realise it was £4.49. I couldn't see the price on it, but it's the same size, I believe. 10 litres, and this one's in kilograms. That's useful. One's in kilograms, one's in litres, but they're about the same size, and that's a lot more expensive, but it's also very light. So if you don't have the energy like me to lug around a load of cat litter, this one is ridiculously heavy. It's so heavy. So, you know, give that a try. I know I get the wood stuff in wood pellets in Home Bargains. I always used to buy that, but I don't get up there now very much, and that was quite cheap at the time. I don't know if it still is. I've bought my lactose-free milk and I've forgotten to put a price on that. Let's have a quick look. How much was that? They are currently £1.19 for a litre, which I'm trying to think, they're still way up on what? It's still about 40p more than it was perhaps a year and a half ago. The salmon, very expensive, £4 for 2 salmon fillets. We do this, we try and maybe once a fortnight we'll have salmon because it's good for you. It's really, really nice. Really like it. I don't like a lot of meat. I don't buy red meat, and I think, well, you know, why not? A bit of salmon and skimp elsewhere. Most of the chicken is for Archie, but I will use some if I make a chickeny soupy stew thing, and that's £2.85 for a kilogram, and I bought 3 of those. Just to try for breakfast, I've bought, and back to the full fat Greek yogurt, £1.89, and I've bought 2 of those, and I love those for my breakfast with lots of seeds and maybe some fruit, whatever fruit I've got on top, and I find that really does keep me going. That element that you've got protein and fat for your breakfast really keeps me going till lunchtime without snacking. But talking of which, so maybe for snacking and also for maybe lunches with some salad, I bought some gorgonzola. Don't buy this very often, but I was listening to Tim Spector talk about blue cheese, and I thought it's being good for it has more of the gut-friendly bacteria in it than normal cheese. So I thought, well, why not? I do really like gorgonzola. That's a bit of a treat. I also use this a lot, full fat soft cheese. That's 95p. That's quite a lot up on what it used to be. I'm trying to think what I used to pay. Probably about 65p, I think. I bought apple juice this time for a change. I only really buy juice because I mix this with it. So again, this is apple cider vinegar with the mother. It's supposed to be good for so many things, and I have that instead of Justin every morning, and it's just unpalatable if you can't have some juice or something with it. So I bought apple juice this time, and that cost £1.29. We have wine over here, like 2 open bottles, but I bought wine again anyway. I felt like I needed wine a lot lately. £4.49 for a bottle of South African Shiraz. I wanted the Australian Shiraz because I had 15% off on my Lidl app, but they didn't have any, so everybody else had already bought it. I bought butter today for £1.89. That has gone down again. At one point that had gone up to £2.10, I think. So that's going down slowly. It was £1.49 before the cost of living increases went crazy. And I'm just trying to buy the odd organic thing. I cannot afford to buy purely organic food. If I could, I would buy a lot, certainly my fresh produce, but I can't. So I think if I buy a couple of things organic where I see them, this time I've gone for organic free-range eggs. They were £2.19 for 6. We already have 6 over there, so I didn't need a lot. We do eat a lot of eggs. This was a treat again. £1.69 for Greek olives and feta, and that again, that's just for like when we're snacking in the evening. I haven't bought any crisps or anything, so well, I have bought some things I'll show you, but I haven't bought crisps, so that'll be good for healthy snacking. Another organic thing, I bought organic mushrooms this time, £1.20. They were only a little bit more expensive than the non-organic, so I thought that was worth a go. This was on special, the crispy mixed salad for 69p, and I still have, I think I've got 1 small lettuce in the fridge that somebody gave me from their garden, so I can mix those together. Cherries are my favourite fruit. When I saw those, I thought I've got to buy them, even though they're a tiny amount in a load of plastic. I do love cherries though, and the season is so short, isn't it? That was £1.49. So I have got, I've treated myself to a few things this week, but I think they're all pretty healthy, really. Black peaches, again, love those. They're going to be ripe soon. £1.15. I needed to stock up on some chopped tomatoes. They're still more expensive. They didn't have the really cheap sort of essentials ones today at all. They just didn't have any apart from the plum ones. So I wanted chopped. I've got those. They were 49p a tin. And I was really pleased they've started doing these in Lidl now. Italian cherry tomatoes. They do taste really lovely in pasta dishes. They're more expensive than the normal chopped ones, but much, much less expensive than Tesco or Sainsbury's or somewhere. I think I paid £1.20 in Sainsbury's when I was using them for a particular recipe. So 75p for that tin, which is much cheaper. Again, this is stocking up for the stores. We'd run out of tuna, so £2.49 for 4 lots of tuna in brine. Use those on salads, use it to make dishes like a pasta dish and that kind of thing. Stores again, £1.85 for 4 lots of sweet corn. And I love these chopped up on my salads, cornichons. They're 99p, and for snacking as well, just love them. Snacking, talking of which, right, so these are roasted and salted. But I love these. And I will sit and nibble, and you actually feel like you've eaten a lot of them because you have to get them out of the shell, and you've only had a tiny amount. So I picked up These were a very good price. Roasted salted sunflower seeds for 79p. Really, really good price. These were much more expensive, 1.49, but I saw these first, so I picked those up, and then I saw those and thought, I've got to get some of those. I do have some in the cupboard that we got from the international supermarket recently, so I don't need them yet, but I thought whilst they are cheap, I'll pick those up. And again, trying to be healthy with the snacking. I bought 70% dark chocolate. 80 is good, I think, for cooking, but I find it just a bit much just to sit and eat a couple of squares, really. So I've gone for 70, 135 a bar, bought 2 bars. And because tomorrow I'm doing a big cleaning job, it's really a day's deep clean with my daughter. She asked me to come and help her. So I said I would. I'm regretting it now. It's going to be a really hot day, and I'm really shattered. But I said I'd do it ages ago, so I'm doing it. I thought these might keep us going, and they're not hideously awful. $1.99 for 4. In terms of snacking, they do have some things in there. I'm sure they would be considered by Professor Tim Spector as ultra processed, but it could be worse, couldn't it? Shredded coconut, dark chocolate. The dark chocolate has got sugar in it. Soya as well. There's sultanas, glucose syrup. Again, I wouldn't put that in my kitchen, but it's not that horrific. Crisp rice, dried cranberries, macadamia nuts. So, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse, couldn't it? I could have bought, I don't know, bar of Cadbury's, and that would have been just pure sugar. This was the only flipping reasonably priced toilet roll they had in Lidl today. Look, this one, aloe vera. I'd never buy stuff with aloe vera in it. I think it's completely pointless. I just want the paper. That's $3.49. I quite like buying the one that's wrapped in paper now from Aldi, but they don't seem to do that yet in Lidl. So I had to buy the one wrapped in plastic. And we've got a couple of things of biscuits. I got really plain ones, just for emergencies. So yes, they're ultra processed. I thought if I buy plain ones, we won't be tempted to just sit and eat lots of them. And that one was 47. The OTs, the ginger nuts, were 49 pence. Needed some hair conditioner. This was 1.49. And this is what I had to stock up on. So non-bio washing powder, that was $3.95. And really this lasts us ages. They say 40 washes, but I think I'll make it last probably twice that, because I don't use that much. Dishwasher tablets, the ones in film, I like those, the fact that they do that now, so they're not individual bits of plastic. That's the cheapest ones, the classic ones, £2.49. Again, they last quite a long time, because a lot of the time we wash up by hand, but we do have the dishwasher for when we really have done a lot of cooking. I don't normally buy disposable cloths, but my daughter asked me to get these for the cleaning job tomorrow, £1.5. I normally get the reusables, and I use the reusables and wash them again and again at home, but she wants these, so I've got those for her. I got some bleach, not very eco-friendly, but honestly, bleach is the only thing that stops your loo going disgusting coloured, isn't it, I find. It's £1.99. I just put a little bit down, probably once a week. I used to use vinegar, but honestly, I just think every now and then a little bit of bleach is better. I've got a massive thing of white vinegar for cleaning upstairs, but I don't always use that. I use the bleach quite often. They had salt on, dishwasher salt, and they don't always have it. So again, I thought I'd pick that up while they've got it, and it's nice that it's in cardboard. That's $1.99. Last thing I bought was some paracetamol, and they were 39p each. And on top of that, the other things that I have already put away were a frozen seafood selection. That was $3.79, and some frozen petit pois, because they didn't have normal peas. That was 99p, but I had to put them away. It's quite hot today. And then I bought some little thing of nuts at the till because I was starving. I hadn't had any lunch, for 69p. So yeah, that's what I got for my 85 odd pounds. It is not much, is it now? I'm sure I would have spent about 65 on this lot in the past, but I have stocked up on some things, got some stuff for the stores. I have bought, fresh, healthy stuff. So, I think that could be a lot worse, but it's quite expensive. I haven't noticed prices coming down in any meaningful way yet. And let me just show you some curtains that I picked up on eBay. They are second-hand, but in really good condition by the looks of it. I haven't actually unpacked them yet, but this is the kind of look we're going for in here. Obviously, I'm doing it bit by bit. I've done my green dresser and my pink dresser, and I have yet to do this shelf unit because obviously I haven't had time with all the hospital visiting. And we've just at the moment got some pale kind of linen-y type curtains, and I picked these up on Free Cycle, obviously for nothing, on Free Cycle, about probably 20 years ago. So I will wash them and keep them though, because they come in handy. They've been neutral, but these are going to go there, and I think they'll go with the general kind of gist of the room. It is evolving very slowly, so I'm going to be painting the walls at some point, but I'm not stressing myself out trying to do that right now. There's too much going on. Okay, so this is quite a quick video. As you know, I've obviously been so busy this week, really, and for the last month or so, just visiting Dad all the time. Such a massive relief that he's going to be home this afternoon, and I'll see him later in the weekend. I'll be staying over a couple of nights, as I said before, just to kind of get him settled in, bridge the gap between the care starting, and also to be there when the care does start, because I want to make sure that they are, you know, caring, and I want to see what they're doing and who comes and that kind of thing. He has had carers before, but only 3 mornings a week, and now he's going to be having them every morning and every evening to help him into bed. So we'll see how that works out. I think Mum's going to hate having people in the house, but at the same time, she cannot manage by herself, so she needs a bit of extra help. And with the best will in the world, we can't be there all the time. I'm going to try and be there as much as I can, and that's really best we can do, isn't it? Anyway, I am off then to put my shopping away and get myself a bit organised, water the garden, go and pick some vegetables, get some dinner sorted out for tonight. I think the roasted veggies tonight with olive oil and garlic, and I'm going to do the fish, some of the cheese, I think. I'll see. I haven't done a meal plan yet because I've done this on the hoof. So I'll sit and do a meal plan based on what I bought and what we've got already. You should really do this the other way around. Normally I'll do meal plan, shopping list, then go shopping. But anyway, times are what they are. So hope you enjoyed this video. Do give me the thumbs up if you do. It all really helps. Apparently it helps the algorithm and draws more people to my channel, and it helps me earn just a little bit more money from it. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, or just money related content generally, frugality, all of that kind of thing. And then you want to see next time I publish a video. And let me know what you're buying this week, and whether you think that was a good price or whether it was really a bit expensive. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.